Hi there everyone, it's Beth Kozik from Elegant Greetings. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. Welcome to another What's That Wednesday. Today I'd like to share with you the Stampin' Up! Adhesives that are available. Stampin' Up! Has a huge variety of adhesives and each one serves a different purpose for whatever project we happen to be working on. So I have this handout and I'm going to go ahead and post this as well with the video link, but this is a good resource which shows all of the different adhesives and then all of the different suggested uses for each of those adhesives. So it's a really good resource to keep on hand if you're not quite sure what adhesive you should use for your project. So I will post that, as I mentioned. And all of our adhesives are pictured here right on page 162. I'm just going to zip through them real quickly with you, and I have a special highlight of two brand new adhesives that we have and how they work. So first of all, we have our fine tip glue pen, which is just as it would imply. It's a clear liquid glue, and it has a fine tip to it like that, so it dispenses just a little tiny bit if we need a small amount of adhesive. And then the lid has this needle style closure, so that keeps it from clogging. As soon as we close it up, it's ready to go for next time, so no clogs. These are mini glue dots, so I don't have them in the box, but they come in a nice long roll here. I think there's like 500 or so, and they're just clear glue dots that we can use for putting on embellishments, or they're especially handy for when we want to attach a ribbon. This is our liquid glue, our Tombow liquid glue. We affectionately call it green glue just because the packaging is green, but it is simply a white clear glue, a white glue that dries clear, and it's just an all-purpose liquid glue, so it's great on cardstock. And it's really nice too because it doesn't clump up like sometimes, say, like Elmer's glue will leave like a bumpiness to the cardstock, but our Tombow glue does not do that at all. These are dimensionals, one of my favorite products ever. They come in both white and black, so there's the large white and small white, and then the large black and the mini white, or mini black. So those are dimensionals. This is tear and tape. Tear and tape is a very strong adhesive used for 3D projects where we really want something to stick. If it's going to need a very strong adhesive, this is really great. And the wonderful part is we can just tear it, so we don't ever have to cut it, which is a really nice feature as we're working on a project. And then we have our Stampin' Seal and our Stampin' Seal Plus. These are our tape runner style adhesives. They dispense out, and the cartridges are replaceable, so we just keep the outer part, replace the cartridge as they are depleted. And you can see here, this is a newer replacement, just how much is on there, so it lasts for a very long time. So Stampin' Seal is good for everyday use, and then the Stampin' Seal Plus, again, is going to be great for when we need a little extra strong adhesive, 3D projects and such. And then our craft silicone sheet, this is a must. This little $6 piece of silicone is amazing. So you can use this to, when we're using our liquid glue, our fine tip glue, if we need to dispense a little bit onto the craft sheet and use, say, a paintbrush or a dauber to apply adhesive. This is a really great resource, and it also is the perfect foundation for when we're using our Stampin' Seal. It has just the right amount of sponginess or give to it, so it allows the Stampin' Seal and Stampin' Seal Plus to dispense properly. So that's our craft silicone sheet, and these are our foam adhesive strips. So these are kind of like our dimensionals where they're two-sided adhesive, so they're sticky on one side, and then we would simply pull away the backing here. So these are great for when we want to make a shaker card, or if we have a longer strip of cardstock or something on a project, we want to have it popped up in a straight line. And these just trimmed with scissors, so they're really easy to use. So those are foam adhesive strips. And then the stars of the show today are two new products Stampin' Up! Came out with. These are foam adhesive sheets and regular adhesive sheets. Okay, so these come in a package of 12. They're 6 inches by 12 inches. And these are a package of 6. And they are a foam type sheet. So these are the foam sheets. These can be used with dies and with scissors. So we're going to use it with dies today. But basically it's kind of the same as a dimensional in terms of the height of it, so it's the same there, but it can be used with our dies. So I'm gonna show you how to use that with a very intricate die. And then the adhesive sheets, these are trimmable, of course, with scissors if we need to, but also we're going to use these with a die. So let me show you what we're going to make today. Of course, I have a really pretty card planned for you. So let me get my pieces all together here. I'm going to bring in my die cutting and embossing machine. So we have, as our sandwich, we have our platform, we have our die plate, we have our magnetic plate, and then we're going to use just one of our clear cutting plates. So the first thing that we want to do is to get our dies ready. Oh, by the way, the stamp set and bundle we're using today is the Celebrate Sunflowers. This bundle can be seen on page 13, and it is a die set and a stamp set. It's a clear mount set. Beautiful images and such pretty sentiments on here. I just love it with the sunflowers all popping up around town. It's just the time to celebrate sunflowers, as the name implies. And this is also the bundle that I'm featuring in my bundle bonanza for October. So the bundle includes the stamp set and the dies. It includes a video tutorial as well as an email tutorial. It includes 4 projects, and one of which is the project that we're making today is one of the cards. And it is all-inclusive, mailed right to your door for just $69. So I thought it would be nice to showcase this one so everybody can get a quick look at what it's all about. So again, the deadline for that to sign up for the bundle bonanza is this Friday, October 16th. Okay, so our first step is we're going to take one of our adhesive sheets. Now, if you notice, there are some perforations here. This is divided into thirds. And the reason for that is when we want to make a die cut, this allows just for that release to happen really easily, and I'll show you what that means in just a second here. So the first thing we're going to do is determine what size our cutout needs to be. So I've estimated here with my early espresso cardstock that that's how big the piece of cardstock needs to be to cut this die. And then I'm going to line that up with my adhesive sheet, and I'm going to give this a trim. So my cardstock and my adhesive sheet are about the same size. And of course, this doesn't have to be exactly perfect. It can be close. All right. I'm using my paper snips, which are super sharp. Okay, so there's our adhesive sheet and our cardstock. Now, the first thing we need to do here, like I mentioned, that perforation, we're going to separate this. Now you can see it's really sticky inside. So I'm going to just peel off half and then place that onto my cardstock. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm just going to get it started, and then I'm going to take off the other half like this. There we go, and you want to peel it kind of slowly so that the adhesive doesn't all come off. And then we're just going to stick that down onto our cardstock. Okay, so in essence what we're making here is a sticker. So we have our cardstock and we have the adhesive sheet, and now we're going to die cut on this side so that when we have our die cut finished, all we have to do is peel off the backing and it becomes a sticker. So it's very easy to apply to our project. All right, so we're going to run that through our die cutting embossing machine. And these adhesive sheets are really great for intricate dies like we're using. All right, so one time through should do it. right, yep, so we can see we have all these cuts. There we go. All right, so here's our die cut. We're finished with that. All right, now I'm going to find where that divider was if I can. Let's see, the other trick is to use our U-pick tool, take your pick tool, and we can get this started. Let's see. There we go. All right, we're going to get it started here. Now the beauty of this, we don't have to worry about all these little pieces coming out after because they come out right away. Isn't that awesome? So this part actually, if we took all of these away, these inner pieces, this would be just like a white vinyl flower. So we could certainly use that for something else. But now I have this beautiful overlay of the sunflower, and it's a sticker. So it's very sticky, and that we're going to stick onto our project in just a second. So I'm just going to set that aside. Now the other product is the foam adhesive sheets. So again, this is smaller. These are about, I don't know how big these are, 5 by 5 maybe? Let's see, they're 4.5 by 4.5 inches or so. Okay, now what we're going to use for this one is one of our well-written framelit dies. So this is a huge set. They're pictured on page 183, and it has all kinds of different words. It has these pretty flowers that we can cut. There's kind of like a fancy thing there. There's a bird. So these are really pretty, but this is one of the words that is made from it, the word happy. So that just shows you the example. I chose the word welcome because I thought that would be really pretty on the sunflower card. So same process for the foam adhesive sheet. So I have my piece of cardstock, and then I'm just going to take my snips and cut out, I'm going to cut from this side here. And it's super easy to cut, really easy. And here, okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Close is good enough. All right, so same process. We're going to peel off this side. We're going to place our cardstock right on here. It's super sticky. All right, now for this one, same thing. We're going to then place, this one is going to be face up this time, okay, because the sticky part is going to be on the back, and we're just going to run that right through. So I have the same sandwich set up on my cutting machine. Make sure it's lined up here. And here it goes. All right, gets stuck a little bit to my plate. There we go. Get this out of the way. All right, so here's what we have with this one. So you can kind of see what's going to happen here. We're going to end up with a popped up piece that's die cut. And then the negative part is kind of cool too. We could actually use this part for something as well. Come on, little guy. There we go. Okay, so see, that's the negative that comes out of there. And then here we have a very sticky word. Get that to come out of the die. All right. Might have to work to get the middles out of here. Yes. So we can use our U-pick tool. Whoops, my sunflower is stuck on my hand. So I'm just using the U-pick tool to kind of poke through the extra parts that are here. Come on. There we go. Oh, almost. All right. Okay, so now we're going to put our card together. Just going to keep this here on my hand. So here's the card that I started. It has the beautiful sunflower background. And then I cut out a leaf. So I did the same thing with the leaf overlay. If you can see, the back part was cut out first with just a shape. And then I cut out a second piece to do the veining on the leaf. Isn't that pretty? All right, so this is the background of the sunflower. So we're going to go ahead and lay our sunflower overlay here. So lining this up is like the puzzle of the day. There is an exact match. Let's see if I can find it here pretty quickly. There we go. Okay, so see how that lines up exactly? And it's a sticker. Of course, I don't want the piece of dog hair on there. Dog hair gets everywhere. Okay, so all I have to do now is lay that down. I don't have to use any adhesive because the adhesive is already on the back of there using that adhesive sheet. Isn't that cool? And then our word welcome, we're going to place that right down here. Oh, look at how it kind of bends. We could actually like put that in a curve if we wanted to. All right, I think I'm just going to make it straight. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Can you see how it's popped up? And the white goes really nice on the white cardstock. I just love that. Okay, and then here is the middle part of our sunflower. I'm going to add a dimensional, of course. Love dimensionals. Oops. That goes in the middle, and that's cinnamon cider color. And then this leaf here I'm going to place underneath with a dimensional. I think I'll use a smaller dimensional. So we'll just place that on the back. It's kind of fun to pop up these extra pieces. So I popped up these leaves and put those in place, and now I'm going to do the same with this one. If I can slide that right under there. There we go. So just a little bit is popped up. Isn't that cool? All right, so there's our card. I hope you enjoyed learning all about Stampin' Up! Adhesives. If I can help you with this order or ordering any adhesives or any other Stampin' Up! Products, please give me a call or a text or an email. I would be happy to be your demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.